really busy morning. I'll share this with you that today is pretty significant day astrologically. The planet that is in regards to our what we love and value, it's the planet Venus, is going retrograde today. So you may feel that today. It will be, oh good, thank you Sadie, thanks for sharing it on the event page. I'm just gonna let it roll then, because don't want to be too distracted from spending time with you guys. This is a special moment for me for sure. So great, thank you for sharing that, Sadie, that really helps. But yeah, I will start off with talking about how today is a significant day astrologically, that essentially until June 24th even, Venus will be retrograde. So then what does that mean? Oh my God, that's really technical. Yeah, I know. So Venus is the planet of what we love and value. All the earthly delights, good food, lovers, relationships, friends, all those things factor into the influence from the planet of Venus in our solar system and how that works with the different constellations, i.e. the different signs. So when Venus goes retrograde, it means that it is not a good time to do any investments or make any big purchases or do anything risky with your money. This is not the time to do that. The time to do that will happen the very end of June and the early July. So hold off until about June 24th if you're looking at purchasing a house, purchasing a car, purchasing a new phone like I just did. I knew that was coming up, so I bought a phone like last week and got it all ready to go before today happened, because I don't know if you've encountered this at all. I sure have this morning. On my bike ride to work today to Spectra, I almost got hit by 3 cars. So that to me just signifies that like the planet of relationships and people caring about each other is not necessarily in forward motion right now. It's in reverse. And so people are a little caught up in not looking around at their surroundings, not noticing others around them. And that is a typical sign of Venus retrograde. So definitely be conscious of this time and use it to your advantage. Retrogrades, how do you do that when things seem to be moving backwards and not very and not flowing in the direction that we're used to, right? We're used to planets being direct, and that's fun and that's great. That's when we have progress. That's when we have all these things happen. But if you were to always be in a forward motion, then the things that you miss, the details that need to be attended to, would never be addressed. And so when planets go retrograde like they are today, that is when it's powerful and a very good time to go back over the details. You know, look at your relationships, go back over your purchases, go back over your material items, and really evaluate what it is that you have and where it is and how you can make it stronger, and what it is that you really truly have your abundance in your life. And go back over and appreciate all those things. And then once you, and go over the details too, maybe assess your accounts, like see how you could do better at saving. All those things are really important things to do when Venus is retrograde. So this is a time to really rein in the budgeting, rein in your saving strategies, and really rein in your purchasing habits and all of that. Really analyze those and look at those, and then build them to be stronger, so that when Venus goes direct on June 24th, yay, that'll be such a good day, then you can think, okay, I'm ready to buy that house, I'm ready to make that investment, I'm ready to be more risky with my money because I went over it, I was careful, I was thorough, and decided to do something beneficial, while I had the chance. So I always view these, the periods of ups and downs as opportunities to, address things that I normally don't have time to address. So right now, while Venus goes retrograde from May 13th to June 24th. I know it's so long, but really just try. It is my blessing and hope to you that you will be able to hold off on making any major purchases or any it's going to be very hard to meet people right now too, which would be if you're single and you want to meet people, please hold off. Please hold off until the end of June. There's certain things you just can't. Like if you've planned your wedding during now, then that's just the way it's going to be. But remember, you will have to do it over again in some way. That's what the retrogrades mean, is that you'll have to go back over something. So just be cautious of that when you're moving forward with your plans. We actually also have another significant retrograde that will be happening in a week, and that is Jupiter. The planet Jupiter will also be going retrograde, which tends to happen during the summer. The planet Jupiter tends to go retrograde actually for a long time, like 5 months. So we're not, as astrologers, we just can't tell everybody to put their life on hold for 5 months. That's just too long. So it's like, we'll work with it and we'll keep going. Jupiter is the planet of beneficence, of grandeur, of expansion, of growth. So be very cautious over the next 5 months when you're assessing your growth possibilities, as you may have to reassess them again. It's like building something on like not a strong foundation. That's why I say retrogrades are not a time to move forward, is that it's not a foundation to start building from. It is it's a foundation that we will have to go back over and excavate again. And if there's a building built on top of it, that's difficult. So let's make sure that we make the wisest choices. Go back over things. Be very careful with your decision making. And then once all of this clears up, especially towards the fall, a lot of planets will start going direct again, and that will be much better. But we're mostly concerned about that Venus retrograde. So the Jupiter retrograde, we'll just put that one on hold for a little bit, because that's too long to put your life on hold for sure. Anyways, this is Wisdom Wednesday with me, Grace Noel. Thank you all so much for joining. So good to see you. I'm here at Spectra Art Space, and